Hi everyone, Jenny from Spectrum Noir. I'm glad you joined me here today. I'm going to show you how I color this little flower and give it a little bit of texture rather than a smooth blended color. And so sometimes we like to do that when we're coloring hair or we're coloring some nature items like maybe wood, flowers, hair, things like that. Sometimes we want that little bit of texture. So I'm going to show you how to do that here today. And I'm going to use three colors, a GB5, a CT4, and a CT1. Those are the colors that I'm going to use. You can see them right here. And that's what I'm going to do here on this little daisy. So I'm going to start off with my lightest color first. And I'm going to color the entire petal. I'm going to color each petal. I don't mind if they dry between layers because I do want them to actually dry. I want less fluid for this textured look than I would want on a blended look. So here I go, coloring with my lightest color first. Make sure it's the way I want it. There's my lightest color first. Whoops, I went outside the lines. We'll live. Okay, now I'm going to take my medium color, which is a CT4, and I'm going to flick on top of my dry CT1, or my lightest color. So what I'm going to do is I like to turn my paper upside down. I'm sure you guys have seen me do this a million times. So here I go, and now that this color is already dry, I'm going to start flicking in on top of my lightest color, leaving some of the lightest color showing through. Find the angle that works best for you and then continue to turn your paper so that you can get it flicking the way you want it to flick, or feathered. Oops, I went outside the lines. Okay, so there's my medium color. It's hard watching the camera and what I'm coloring. Okay, so now I'm going to put in my darkest color. And again, I'm going to flick in some of this color on top of my medium. But I'm going to show some of the medium and the light still. Don't want to cover it all up. And there we go, there's my flower. So it's a little bit textured, and I kind of like it like that sometimes. I do this with grass sometimes also. If you haven't watched my palette blending video, you might want to go ahead and watch that because it'll show you a little bit how I do this. What I'm doing here is I actually took a DG3, scribbled it on this little non-porous tile, and now I'm taking my CG2, sorry, it still has the wrapper on it here, CG2, Citrus Green 2, and I'm going to add a little bit of color variegation down here in my grass. So I'm going to go ahead and dip in a little bit of my darker color, and now I'm going to start flicking here. So you can see how I get a little bit more variegation by doing this. Again, this is a DG3 scribbled onto just a acrylic block or something plastic. And now onto my Citrus Green 2. They both come in your basic greens package. So there I have a little bit of grass down there on the bottom. If I want, I don't like this jagged edge, I could just kind of color it in at the bottom. Make it however I want. So there's my flower and my grass. Both of them are flicked with a little bit more texture instead of a smooth blend. What I suggest for you guys to do is get you a piece of scratch paper and actually just start practicing. Basically, it's like an airplane taking off. So you gently lift, just like an airplane would lift off of the ground. Gently lift each stroke. You also don't want to set your pen down and then flick because you're going to get that big old ball there. Or you don't want to go and then lift because you're going to get a dot there at the end of it. So you want to gently start your stroke and flick. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please come back again for some more. Have a great day.